Where y'all at? I know I'm a little early, but I told y'all I gotta be flexible. You gotta be flexible. I won't be here exactly at 10 or 5. I come when it's convenient for me. Those times are just guidelines. It's not definite. So remember that. Well, greetings everyone. How's everyone this evening? New people, thank you for coming. You know the drill. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. We're gonna talk about some of the stories I was grew up, some of the stories I was taught as a youth, and they helped me all throughout my life once I understood them. Because the same thing applies to these little stories I learned as a child. So I'm so thankful for having parents to teach me to read to me at a young age. And this is one of my favorite ones, Why the Bear Has a Little Tail. Would y'all like me to read that to you? How many would like me to read it? I know it can be boring, somebody reading something to you. That's why I don't make a habit of doing it too often. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for those kind comments. Okay, I'm gonna read this little story. It's not too long, just a few pages. Why the Bear Has a Little Tail. One day a man was fishing. He cut a hole in the ice on the river. He got many fish, but the man was very cold. So he went away to get warm. He did not take his fish with him because he was coming back to fish some more. The fish were on the ice by the hole. A fox came by and saw the fish. He saw how the man got the fish by making a hole in the ice. He took the fish and ran away. And as he was walking in the woods, he saw a brown bear. He said to him, he said to himself, I think I'll see how to play a trick on Mr. Bear. So he met Mr. Bear in the woods. Soon he met Mr. Bear in the woods. Look, Mr. Bear, said the fox, see how many fish I have? How did you catch them? Asked the bear, for he did not see how the fox could catch fish. Remember that phrase. He did not see how the fox could catch fish. I will tell you how to catch fish, said the fox. Go down to the river and cut a hole in the ice. Sit down on the ice and put your tail into the hole. The fish will take hold of your tail, and then you can pull them out of the river. Well, thank you, Mr. Fox, for telling me how to catch fish, said the bear. And the bear went off to the river, for he liked very much to eat fish. He was sure he could catch fish the way the fox had told him. The bear cut a hole in the ice, and then he sat down on the ice and put his tail into the hole. The ice was very cold. Mr. Bear got colder and colder. The longer he sat on the ice, the colder he got. At last, the bear was so cold that he could not sit on the ice any longer. He started to get up, but he could not get up. His tail was fast to the ice. The bear pulled and pulled, but he could not get his tail out of the ice. "Help, help, help," called the bear. Mr. Fox came. "Mr. Fox, come and help me, for my tail is fast in the ice." Mr. Fox was watching from the woods, but the fox did not come to help the bear. That old fox just laughed and ran away into the woods to eat his fish. And he could not keep from laughing to think of the bear with his tail fast in the ice. The bear pulled and pulled. He pulled this way and he pulled that way. He pulled and pulled and pulled. At last his tail broke off. And that is why, to this day, the bear has a little tail. This is an old book, storybook for kids, children, build their vocabularies at a young age. Now, I don't know if this is a copyright infringement, I doubt it, but this book is real old. Let me see, this book almost 100 years old. So what do y'all learn from that book? What did y'all learn from that story? I learned quite a few things. When I first heard it, I didn't understand a lot of it. But I asked questions. The first question I asked, why did that fox tell the bear that he caught his fish with his tail? He was just being a fox and having fun. But remember, the bear said to himself, he didn't know how the fox caught fish on his tail. He didn't know how he did it. But still, he listened to the fox, followed the advice of the fox, and lost his tail. So what did I learn? What did you teach you from that? No, it's not. Don't listen to talking animals. It's the idea I want you to understand in this story. You have to have thinking skills. Now, if your first thought told you, you want to know how could that fox catch fish on his tail, that should have been your first question. That should have been your first question. How do you catch fish on your tail? And then when the fox told him to sit down, put his hole in the ice, tell him to show him how to do it, because you might do it wrong. What if something bite my tail off? What if a shark come bite my tail off? In other words, somebody tell you to do something that's stupid, then you're stupid for listening to them. Basic common sense. We know it's a children's story, but it teaches so many things. Some people go through their whole life following directions. wound up on the short end of the stick because they didn't use their brains. They didn't think for themselves. They did not think for themselves. That's the crime that Mr. Bear did. He believed everything Fox told him. He did not think for himself. That's a bad position to be in, not thinking for yourself. So you can learn a lot, teach your children a lot of things with these nursery rhymes. I don't know if you can find things like this anymore. I think they have taken things like this out of the classroom. You may have to search to find something like this. Or you can just make up stories. As a teacher, I did it all the time. Just make it up as I go, depending on what I want to teach, depending on what principle I want to teach. And they loved it. These wasn't little children either. I'm talking about 10, 11 years old. Used to have fun making up stories on the fly, just to teach a principle. Okay, well, I'm not going to prolong this. I just want to share with you some of the things I learned growing up as a child, and it's taken me and successful in life, prosperous, healthy, happy, wealthy, and wise, and maybe help you as well. So thank you for stopping by. We got a lot of variety of contents. You don't know what I'm going to be talking about from 1 minute to the next. That's what we do here. SLS, Staying in the Light.